Hi there, this is Mark Idelman, speech-language pathologist, and welcome to the teaching of talking. And welcome to this video. This video is one that I think that you'll like, and that is entitled The Power Behind Achievement for Aphasia. Now think about that. The title is The Power Behind Achievement for Aphasia. And what do we know about achievement? Well, if we look at the word itself, it means that you accomplish something, you achieve something. And one of the wonderful things about human nature is that there are people who have been able to do amazing and miraculous things. And I think most of us want to know, what is it that causes people to achieve miraculous things? Now, I've seen a lot of patients for aphasia, and there have been many who have achieved miraculous things. There have been many who have achieved the return of speaking. Of course, there are some that don't. But what is it that sets apart the person who achieves? What's the power? That's what I want to know. And that's what I want to share with you today, because I think it's a very important question. And if we understand the power behind achievement, maybe we can have more of it. All right. So, what do we know about achievement? Well, let's look at one of the things. You know, one very famous expression is that the power behind every successful man is a woman. And many men who have achieved great things have had a woman behind them who supported them, helped them, and encouraged them, and did specific things that helped in that achievement. Now, it's not only that it's a woman behind a man, sometimes it's a man behind a woman. Let's just say it's one person who's supporting another person, one person who's encouraging the next person, one person who's arranging and scheduling things that enable the person to achieve wonderful things. Now, on my website this week, in fact, I saw a American Got Talent show, and they brought out onto this stage a young man who, you looked at him, and he had a big cane with a ball on it, which indicated that he was blind, and then his mom. And the guy looked a little weird, you know? He looked like there was something that might be wrong with him. And he had kind of a faraway look. And they started asking this young man a number of questions. And even though the young man's speech was intelligible and you could understand what he was saying, it was very slow, but it was articulate. Now, when I see people who have very slow and articulate speech, and I see that there is obviously some type of neurological challenge, I know that that young man probably had a great deal of therapy in one form or another. And so here they were, this young man with this tall, It was like a staff with a tennis ball on the end, and his mother, and they were asking simple questions that the people on this show, America's Got Talent, were asking. And I think what's going to happen in a minute is that, we're going to do all right. So anyway, everybody's looking at this guy on stage and wondering what the heck that guy is doing up there, because he doesn't look like he could probably do much of anything. So anyway, the interview went on, and they asked what he was going to do. And the mother said, well, he's going to sing a song with a piano. And a minute or two later, she walks him over to the piano. He sits down behind the piano. He puts his hands on the keys, and the camera does a close-up of this guy who's sitting at the piano with his hands on the keys. And all of a sudden, he opens up his mouth, and what comes out sounds like it's from heaven. It was an old Leon Russell song. And watching this guy sing brought tears to my eyes, and brought also tears to the judges who were in the audience. So let's look at that. Let's look at that whole situation, because this guy looked like a complete singing professional. I mean, he had a voice that was like gold. And his ability to sing and croon was just amazing. So let's look at that. The story was that this gentleman, when he was very, very young, had autism. And people with autism aren't very interactive. In fact, they prefer playing by themselves. They prefer, they're not very social at all. And there are many of them some of them who talk, some of them who don't. But I think one of the major things behind achievement, whether it's in autism or anything else, is a strong individual who's making sure that whatever that person wants to do, that they're doing it. And the mother said that the child had a very big interest in music, she noticed, as he was growing up. So she provided him with whatever was necessary for him to play a piano without even looking at music. Without even looking at music. And here's somebody who's blind and autistic, and who, when they talk, they sound a little touched. But there was somebody up there who touched this mother and touched this child, and was behind that child, making sure that that child learned how to talk, learned how to sing, learned how to play the piano, and learn how to entertain. It looked like a miracle. And if you look back over time, you see that those things happen. You know that I'm also a fan of Helen Keller. And here's a person who was deaf, who was blind. Deaf and blind. And there was somebody who came to Ann Keller's home and loved her and supported her and worked with her every day so that she could speak, she could learn to write, she could learn to read, she could learn to do the things that people in the seeing and hearing world were doing. It just takes a dedicated person, a dedicated friend, a dedicated teacher, a dedicated parent, a dedicated wife or husband who just makes a lifetime commitment to making something that seems impossible possible. And we see it in examples, so many examples of so many people who were able to do miraculous, and I mean miraculous things. And it's just because, well, it's the power behind success. And what is that? It's usually self-motivation, but even more than that, it's a dedicated, loving person who makes a commitment to help that individual achieve whatever it is that's desired. This is Mark Idelman, speech-language pathologist, sharing with you an idea about the power of achievement, and hoping you enjoyed this today, and that you'll come visit us at the teachingoftalking.com. Teachingoftalking.com. That's our website. Kindly, please come on our mailing list, and so that you can get daily or weekly videos or blogs. And also join our Facebook. We have a teachingoftalking.com Facebook page that you may be interested, where I post a lot of very, very good things each and every day, thoughtful things that help you think and help you focus your attention on helping the people you love achieve something that could be very miraculous. So come visit us at teachingoftalking.com. If you'd like to correspond with me or speak with me, send me an email at Mark Idelman at Mark Idelman at teachingoftalking.com. That's Mark Idelman at teachingoftalking.com, and our website, teachingoftalking.com. And if you would like to set up a free consultation with me or a conversation on the phone, there's a survey questionnaire on the website at teachingoftalking.com that you can fill out. It's at the bottom of each page. There's a banner, and you just click on that banner, and you can fill out that questionnaire and send it to me, and we'll make arrangements to communicate with you and help you in whatever way we can. So this is Mark Idelman wishing you a great day, great life, and we'll see you soon on the next video. Bye-bye now.